Hello, hello, and welcome to today's live. It is February 10th, 2026. My name is Emily, and I am with Spiritual Revolution Healing. Hi, everybody, and welcome. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, all of these good things. And also, if you're live right now, you can ask me any question that you want. I can channel for you answers and healing and prayer. And if you want me to pull a card, I can do that too. The sky is the limit. Well, today is a new day, right? Yesterday, I remember the energy was really positive and really light, it seemed. And today's it's a little bit heavier. And with my own personal experience, I feel like people are a little bit more like last week, meaning they're going to tell you what they want and what they don't want, which is great. I think it's great. I think it's clear. I think it's, you know, um, what to expect, right? So this is a very transparent energy to me. And of course, it can be a little bit difficult when two forces come together and tell each other what they want and they don't want, and it doesn't match. That's the problem. Without further chit chatting, I mean, we'll chit chat more today, but what I mean is that I am going to call upon all the angels right away, and our higher selves and our spirit guides, the ones we like to talk to receive guidance from. Thank you for the highest messages, clear messages, blessings and activations and healings for everybody in the collective, in my fractal, which kind of means like my people, um, past, present, future. I think I forgot to put my phone on do not disturb, so do not pay attention. I don't think you can hear this, but I can. So I'm gonna try not to be distracted. Thank you. Thank you for bringing us every day everything that we need and enjoy. Thank you for supporting us, like we said yesterday, for not abandoning us. That's not even a question. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying. And thank you. Ooh, knocked my water to the side there. Obviously, there's more and more distraction. So when I have things like these happening, like almost knocked over my water, distraction from my phone, somebody just delivered something at the door, like obviously, like it's happening for a reason. And the world right now is very loud and distracting. So that makes a lot of sense. So this is what I have to say. This is how this works. So thank you, thank you. Narakiti karaka, naine kotoro na me akusu kotora kata, no, ma. Okay, we're doing more figure eights like yesterday. This seems to be something very healing right now. It doesn't just rebalance. I don't know. It feels like I'm in a channel. It reconnects what needs to be reconnected. I don't think we're going to know more right now about this figure eight thing that you can do, on your chakras directly or body parts, or like if you're sore somewhere in your body, you can do it. You broke a foot, a leg, a bone, whatever, liver, bladder, you name it. This is a one trick fix all. The first thing you could do if your kid does falls, you can do that on their body. It's very easy, uninvasive, and it feels like you're conducting an orchestra, sort of, right? Like a 1-2 orchestra. And this, because that's what it is, they're telling me. It's because it's directing energy in the most basic movement of itself. So I'm also hearing it's putting your energy back into flow. You know what? I'm going to back up and do it. Oh, no, then you're not going to hear me right. Okay, just tiny little bitty things. There you go. The camera's almost not flickering. Okay, so it's putting your energy back into its original natural flow without us having to think, how is this meridian flowing and how, like, forget about this. Just put it back into flow on its own, and it's gonna reconnect where it needs to connect and heal. So it's very simple. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all these details about what it is, and also just for telling us you don't need to know what it is. You just need to do it when you think about it. Thank you. Okay, release. Ooh. Release your jaw. Release, 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 release. Every day we release, especially after weekends. This seems to be a pattern. Walaya tanaki, otokotoro kotami. They're saying, are you going to talk about taking on feelings because of guilt and shame, taking on other people's feelings as your own responsibility, even if now you're good at like identifying, well, that's their feeling, well, that was my feeling, and blah blah blah. There's a thing where I think another thing we have to learn as, I think that's for like non-emotionally defined, if you know human design, um, is that not only do you have to identify that's him, that's his, or that's hers, that's mine, um, you also have to learn to not take responsibility. And if you have a tendency to feel guilt and shame, then you're going to hold on to it. And even if you're trying real hard not to, and you're releasing, 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 you're going to create cords and you're going to get really heavy. You're going to feel tense and you're going to feel like, oh, why am I feeling like this? Oh, this is annoying. Some people get headaches, pressure in the body, some places. Like we all have a unique way that we hold on to feelings and emotions, whether it's ours or somebody else. This So they're saying like we need to talk about this because it's the evolution of the species. The human species is going from 7 to 9 centers in human design lore, and it's the solar plexus mutation, which means the solar plexus is a very young center, and it's been the center where we started to produce emotions. But now it's becoming a center of awareness. It's not a center of authority, meaning like I'll wait for the wave and then make decisions when you're back to neutral. But that's for emotionally defined people. Oh my gosh, I'm blabbering. Why do you make me say all this? Anyway, if that's useful for somebody, it's useful for somebody. But anyway, so we're in the solar plexus mutation. So that's why we need to learn this. We need to hear about it more and more so we don't forget about it. So not only do we need to realize this is mine, but this is yours, but still, after identifying, what do? We still might keep it for ourselves. Because if we've been doing this for years and years and years, and that's how we learn to cope with other people's feelings and our feelings by fixing them. And if we have a problem with guilt and shame on top of it, then you're stuck with a bunch of crap in your own body. And we have to learn to take a step back from people and take some time alone and just let it go. That sounds so easy, but it sounds like it's impossible sometimes. Well, it doesn't sound like it when I say it, I think, but when you go through it, sometimes you're like, "Oh, I got it. I got this. I'm letting go. Yes, this is not mine. This is not mine. This is not mine." And then like you get this ego thing with that's yours, that's my over it, over it, over it. The ultimate goal is not to separate you from others with feelings or not feeling, and who's creating the feelings, who's not, who's absorbing the feelings. Ultimately, we all have to learn to process emotions from A to Z cleared. Otherwise, we're all going to be sick all the time. So, after all this little of mouth, I am asking my higher self and all the angels, especially Archangel Michael, because I'm working with him so closely all the time. He's my dude. That we get a clue as to how to deal with this. Help out. Help us out, dude. Help us out, angels. Help us out, higher selves. Help us out, spirit guides, with this. Because we know we're coming to 2027, and we can feel, if you're sensitive enough, if you're aware enough, you've been feeling how we've been overloaded with feelings and emotions. And we're like, oh my gosh, I cannot take any more of this. And then there's more, and then there's more, and then there's more. And then we're like, oh my gosh, I thought I was going to die last week. I didn't. And then there's even more. And then, so now we're being gifted because they made me feel all that, all these words about it. That means that we're being taught through activation, which means we don't really have to do much more, but becoming aware of the changes and the cues and the synchronicities that will happen from now on, starting today. We're going to be able to deal with this better. Of course, you have to watch this. This is how you get it through the sounds and the words and the activations, right? Okay. I'm sure there's other people doing this, but this is how I do it here. Kunia katara yikotoro kotora kataya shihana makiana koro kotoro kotoro koto. Ooh, oh, that's a good one. You can't see me completely, but I start with the hands like completely high up there, like this, but straight, and then I go breathe, uh, breathe out like this. Okay, that's one of the ways to completely release in a moment. Kunaya kushikatarakatanya no kuto naya kato. So I was trying to explain to my kids this morning what I was doing because I was like releasing still, this morning, yesterday. And I told him that's called somatic release. And I'm not sure of the exact word, but it's a real thing. Moving, shaking, making sounds to release old stuff or just recent stuff. So there's multiple ways, but I believe like talking about it is another way, and like sometimes when you're a very mental person, like to finally understand something, but it's like all of a sudden, like boom, it's a light bulb, and then whew, everything releases because it makes sense. There's so many ways. There's so many ways. Is there anything else, or is this just a whole chit chat today? Okay, so we're just going to receive now. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Yeah. Mhm. Please let me know how yourself if there's something else that we need to share today. There's always more, but something that, if there's something important, necessary that we haven't shared today yet. They say repeat, you are loved and you are supported. We can repeat, I am loved and I am supported always. I love myself and I love myself some more. Wink, wink, Louise Hay. I love myself and I love myself some more. I grow every day. I am happier and happier every day. And I am closer and closer to my full human and spirit realization of self, full complete awakening and God realization. Uterakate namoko shitaraya namaye atu tuniaka yitaraku shitarakita. And they say this is not a dream, a faraway dream for humankind right now. Some of us are on the way to full realization in full grace, full love, in oneness, manifestation. Well, that was pretty delicious to ask for something. If something extra was gonna be shared with us and we go all the way to oneness. In the name and highest of the highest of the highest. Yes, thank you, God. We receive full healing and full restoration. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. A little bit more, one more time, two more times. I don't know. There you go. One more release. This has been amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And thank you. Thanks to you for watching and sharing and commenting and liking. And I cannot wait to see you next time. And that's it, I guess. Bye.